boys, about 20 little boys, ages maybe 5 years old to like 10 years old. Some of them don't even have any pants on, right? They're just running around like, yeah! But instead of, and they weren't, they were living in a poor Hmong village. Instead of like, like usually when we see pictures of our cousins in Laos, we see them video, they're, oh, we're poor, please send us money, help us out. But these kids said, forget you, we're gonna have fun. They took a piece of wood. What's your name, young man? Brandon? Brandon, they took a piece of wood, carved it to a shape of a tot we call tulu. And they took a string, tied it to a stick, and they turned it into a sport. They wrapped the string around the tulu, and a bunch of little boys your age running around, marcher, 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 marcher. And they're yelling, they're having fun, they're keeping score. And they're like, yeah! They're high-fiving each other, right? And they're taking the tulu, they spin it. All right. And while it's spinning, the other boys from 20 yards away, Brandon, they will say, oh yeah, our turn. They take the tulus, they wrap it like this, and they try to, you guys gone bowling before, right, Brandon? That's what those little boys are doing. They're kind of playing bowling, but with their tulus. But you can't just throw it. You gotta throw it. Once you throw it, you gotta pull the string back in midair and knock out the other tulus while it's spinning. And they have fun for 2-3 hours. They weren't sad. Did this cost? How much does a video game cost for the Xbox now? $50? $60? They didn't need that. They were having fun. They were making something out of nothing. Isn't that pretty creative? Let them use their creativity. We've kind of lost that. Also, I brought this to share because my sisters used to play with this. In the refugee camp, when you go buy onions from the store, the market, the rubber band wraps the onion, right? One girl saves 5 rubber bands. Another girl, oh, you got 8 rubber bands. Another girl has 20 rubber bands, right? After a few weeks, hey, mine, I have 5. How many you have? I got 8. Oh, let's go talk to Joy. Joy, you got 20? Yeah! They come together and they make Ntxawg Xyooj, all right? Can you say that?
Ntxawg Xyooj.
Ntxawg Xyooj. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good Mongolish. Ntxawg Xyooj, all right? Hey, come here. I'm going to show you. What's your name?
Tammy.
Tammy? Okay.
Tammy.
Cammy, you hold this. And you, young lady, Destiny, come hold this. And little girls in Laos, you got to hold it tight, okay? Little girls in Laos, after like even your age, after they help mom do dishes and stuff, they're outside and I'm walking through the villages. And the girls over there, they're not poking each other on Facebook. They're not like texting each other. They're not talking about my lip gloss is popping, my lip gloss is cool, right? No, they got their Ntxawg Xyooj, and mine's up. And mine says, oh, by the way, the Hmong girls, they wear the skirts, right? So they gotta fold the skirt up like this, right? Mine jumps over, right? And then Joy jumps over. And then what's cool is that there's maybe Blia. And Blia's friend goes, okay, they jump over, but then it gets a little higher, right? Because you go from here to here to here to here to here, right? So now it's Blia's turn. And Blia's friend, Blia's friend had a little bit too much to eat, and she's a little, maybe she can't jump that high. So she's like, Blia, can you hook me up? Blia says, I got you, girl, I got you. And Blia goes up, and then Blia, because Blia's over now, she helps her friend like a true sister would. And her knee's still hooked, so she bends it down like this. And because Blia's a little heavier, Blia says thanks. Or Blia's friend jumps over. And I'm watching this. And these little Hmong girls like, yeah, high-fiving each other. And I thought, plus, while the girls are doing this, the boys are sitting over here. They're like, yeah, that girl, she could jump really high. Cute. Just like a, ha, right? And they're having fun, right? So this year, Cammy and Destiny, for our holidays, say, Mom, Dad, you don't have to give me some for my present. Just give me some rubber bands. Right? And it's a great workout, right? Thank you. You can go and have a seat. So I brought this to share because our parents' generation, our aunts and uncles, they've always been creative with the resources that they have. Like my father said, we're not rich in the dollars in our pockets, but we're rich in our culture. We have a saying, I'll say that again for those who speak Hmong, you know what I'm talking about. Jim một tí a đã có tí cha. What does that mean? Face towards the ground. Jim một tí a đã có tí cha. Back towards the sky. It's how we describe traditional Hmong life, right? What they, right? Farm every day. Farm every day. That's how they used to make money. Sell the vegetables. So today, as an artist, we live in a new generation. We have the Karen and Kareni boys who just came to this country too. Our parents, you guys, some of you guys remember farming with your family, right? Our parents' generation. You and I live in America now. Have you heard of the term information age, right? All right, now. Our parents used manual labor because they didn't have the education that we had. We are what they call the information age. What's information? Read a book. You get information in your hard drive, your computer, right? You get information. Instead of I talk for a living. I give information.